The Iowa Board of Education has some new rules that comply with a law that removes gender identity as a protected class in the Iowa Civil Rights Act.
KCCI's Kayla James is here to explain more on the law and what it changes for schools. Kayla.
Laura and Jody, these new rules change the wording of different policies that schools have to follow. For example, the phrase gender identity in state code was changed to gender theory. The new rules also point out diverse groups do not include gender identity. This is all due to a law that took effect in July, which got rid of legal protections against discrimination in education, employment, housing, and public accommodations based on gender identity. Because that list includes education and public facilities, schools need to know how to comply, which is what the Iowa Board of Education decided today. Now, the law sparked fiery protests and long debates at the State House last summer. People who opposed it say these new rules will make things harder for transgender students.
It really sends the message to our students that their gender identity is something to hide or to keep private and not something that is just merely a part of who they are.
Now, we also reached out to several supporters of the law. Two lawmakers got back to us that could not speak with us today. And we also did reach out to an organization called Inspire Life who supported this during the legislative session, but we did not hear back. However, during the session, its policy liaison said the law, quote, ensures that public education remains neutral and focused on academics. Laura.
Kayla, thank you. The Iowa Board of Education is taking up several issues today on different laws that are taking effect. One of those laws requires 5th through 12th grade health classes to show videos and graphics when teaching fetal development. It also bans using instructional material from anything associating with or advocating for abortions. Today, the Board of Education proposed new rules. Among them is that at least once during 5th or 6th grade, classes would have to cover topics like self-esteem, stress management, interpersonal relations, and domestic abuse. The public does get a chance to weigh in on December 30th. That's at the Grimes State Office Building from 8 to 9 a.m.